Good evening. The Housing Authority in Johnstown says anything is possible after talking with Housing and Urban Development about a grant for local communities.
They met with Oakhurst and Coopersdale residents today, talking about bringing more resources to them, which they say they need.
Stoker Wieczorek heard from residents and authority members at a housing meeting in Coopersdale, and he's live with the story. Stoker?
That's right. Housing Authority leaders say they are listening to what community members say they want to prioritize in these developments. Officials say $500,000 is in talks to fund the planning for the transformation of the Oakhurst and Coopersdale communities. $100,000 of it, they say, going towards immediate action for much-needed facilities. The rest going towards long-term planning. Albert says the Housing Authority will have to compete for the transformation funding, which is expected to be tens of millions of dollars. This following State Representative Frank Burns calling on HUD to discuss the impacts their required equity plan could have on the possible changes to local communities.
Anything's possible right now. We could really think of some big ideas, go big. It could be transforming the public housing that's here. It could also be helping to assist in rehab properties.
Johnstown Housing Authority Director Michael Albert says they are planning to have an application for the grant money complete in the next couple of weeks. He says to expect the wheels to be turning in the planning phase by next year. After the immediate planning is finished, Albert says the physical changes will start. He says a separate relocation plan would be put in place for people who live in buildings set to be changed. Residents presented multiple ideas in the meeting, including
something where they're able to come in and find something productive, like extra tutoring for them for after-school programs, somebody to help them with their homework, just something to keep them active and keep them away from, of course, street violence and wanting to do wrong when you can do right.
Some other projects mentioned were nature trails, bike sharing, a community pool, and center. I talked to State Representative Frank Burns, who says these projects, quote, affect way more than just the residents that live in these communities.
I just think people outside the community of Coopersdale, Prospect, and Oakhurst should have a voice and know what's going on. And that money comes with a lot of strings attached to it. The Biden administration had put certain policies in place. When you take that money, you have to meet certain goals.
Albert says that if everything goes according to plan, people can expect some bigger changes in the next couple of years. Reporting live in the newsroom, Stoker Wieczorek, 6 News.